A lot of people ask me why you started to sing Calypso, what influenced you? And I said to some people that a gentleman called Mr. Fitzgerald Henry left a very great impression on me during my school years. And I decided, well, if I would be able to sing like this gentleman one day, I would sing Calypso. I remember he did something called, some of them from St. Vincent, St. Lucia, Grenada, Antigua, some from Demerara. Yes, I even made a Chinese and no-teeth popo singing Calypso. Ladies and gentlemen, some may know him as Fitzgerald Henry, who won the Calypso Monarch for the first time in 1950, but then in 1966, everybody would remember the Golden Voice Terror. It is my honor, ladies and gentlemen, to present the Golden Voice, the mighty, the mighty, the mighty.
A fitting introduction on Calypso Showcase to our special guest tonight in person, the mighty Terror. Terror, welcome to Calypso Showcase.
I'm happy to be here, and I just feel so happy to hear my dear friend relator
giving you an introduction he didn't even know.
Yes. I wasn't expecting this.
You know what comes to mind as where did you get the name the Mighty Terror?
Well, the man who gave me that name dead, so I had to die with that name too.
Who gave it to you?
A gentleman by the name of Mr. Reynold Wilkinson. Mm-hmm. He has a son. I think the son carrying his name. He used to work in the Red House as a government bailiff. I think his son carrying his name, Reynold Wilkinson. Too.
And when did people start calling you the Golden Voice?
Well, John Public say my voice like gold. So if I broke, I could pawn a piece of my voice.
Well, tonight, those who didn't know that you were the Golden Voice will find out why you're called the Golden Voice as we go straight into our pre-recorded interview of the Mighty Terror. And we'll take some questions from you later on as we open up the phone lines. But for now, on Calypso Showcase, we feature the Golden Voice, Fitzgerald Henry, the Mighty Terror. Good day, Terror. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
You just returned from New York where you received the Sunshine Award?
That's right, a special Sunshine Award. It was fabulous.
What did you receive it for?
Well, for my contribution over the years I've been in the art.
When did you first start singing Calypso?
Well, I started in 1947, but officially in 48. I prepared in 47 and started in the Calypso tent in 1948 in the Calypso Palace with Doug Hatton. It was run by Orrin Roberts, Lord Kitchener. And from there on I made my debut, and it was a very successful one.
What was the first Calypso you ever sang?
The Negroes Know Thyself.
That's not one that I've heard you on in your repertoire lately. You have ever sung that in a concert lately?
Yes, I did. You see, I always like to sing that song for this particular reason. It was so well received that I like the public to know when I started that I meant business. I started with a bang, and I am still with the bang.
Give me a verse and chorus of Negroes Know Thyself.
Negro people all must unite, step out from the darkness and come to light. Negro people all must unite, step out from the darkness and come to light. For when we laugh, the whole world would laugh with you. But when you cry, it's you alone that got it to do. So Negroes know thyself, now and let us be, joining hands together in unity. For if we only should learn to love each other, I am sure our lives would be much easier, and no one would be able to trample us, for we Negroes are born ingenious. That's it.
Now we know why they call it the Golden Voice. Now, in 1950, you released a Calypso, which to this day is like your trademark, Chinese Children. Tell us about that Calypso and what it did for you.
Well, Chinese Children, it is really a creative idea. It is nothing factual, but you know, I don't like singing things that people sing. I like to create my own ideas. And that just came to me. Just imagine, well, Chinese children calling me daddy, I black, and the girl black, and so on, and still Chinese children calling me daddy. Since a small, I living with women, and all I could get from them is false children. Some with blue eyes and some like Chinese. Any kind of child, my girl, make she stick me. But I'm waiting on her patiently. It's about 10 months now she ain't kissed me. And you know the bold-faced woman does tell me, any kind of child that born in me house is the daddy. I fuss a shame I don't tell nobody. Chinese children. You know my mother does want to beat me when Chinese. For look a black light jet and she just like her baby still. Well, it is left, right in front and behind me. Chinese children calling me daddy. And I won Calypso King with it, and also the road match.
Yes, so you were one of the first people to make the double, actually.
Definitely.
The tune Little Monkey, did you sing that before you left for England?
Oh yes, 1952, 52.
Because you left in
53, yeah.
So 52 you did Little Monkey.
Either 51 or 52. Oh yeah.
Tell us a little bit about Little Monkey.
Well, the monkey, it just came, and I sang it.
Well, that was a very catchy tune also.
Well, yes, and a catchy tune, and the police catch a lot of people with it too, because they say all kind of hole, and I only say nose hole. I once had a monkey, and his name was Dan. Things this monkey used to do, he was just like a human. Once a lady came to me, the monkey lift up she dress. And if you see the monkey behavior, ashamed to tell you the rest, Mama, you had a little monkey. One day I lent it to a lady. The lady said she went in the parlor to buy some bread. Said the monkey take a piece of charcoal. Mama, you, I took it in the nose hole. Oh, me Lord, now me monkey go dead. Neighbor, I dread me monkey go dead. Yeah.
What prompted your leaving Trinidad?
Well, I'm a seaman also. I was living in Nelson Street, and a good friend of mine was working on a ship, and he wanted a rest, he wanted a trip off. So he asked me if I can make a trip for him.
Right. Now, people know very little about what you did between 1953 and 1965 when you returned to Trinidad. In a nutshell, what was your Calypso involvement during those years that you were in England?
Well, really, I used to... Calypso wasn't really any big thing in England when I went to England. It was more rock and roll. When you sing like Stone Cold Dead in the Market and you hit him in the head with the frying pan and so on, and well, Harry Belafonte came up with this banana boat song and so on. Then they started getting into Calypso. But we used to sing Calypso, and try to get the people to understand. Now, singing Calypso in those days, singing Calypso here and singing Calypso in England is two different things. You see, you got to have proper diction so that the people can understand what you're saying, and you got to make them understand. I'm a musician too, I'm a drummer. I used to play my drums and sing ballads. You see, yes. And Kitchener, he's an accomplished bass player, you know. Oh, don't doubt he can play a bass. And we had a little, we used to play sometimes. He on bass, I on drum. We have another Calypsonian here, he plays saxophone, a fellow they call Viking. And we had a white fellow named Leo, he used to play piano, a little quartet. It was good for me because I won Calypso King of Britain. I am still the Calypso King of Great Britain.
That was in
because
58 or something?
No, in 57.
57.
At the Chelsea Town Hall. And since then, they never had that competition again. I am. That's right.
Well, in 1965, you returned to Trinidad. And
yeah, 64 came.
64. But your first Calypso year.
To sing in 65.
No, it was.
Yeah.
I returned with a bang at the Strand Calypso.
Same bang as I started, and went. I come back with the bang again. I came back here with Pantalant and the Calypso Tonic. You see,
well, that's one of my favorites. And you have a fetish for writing tunes for the pan. What prompted you to write Pantalant?
Well, this my song strange. Pantalant was a dream. I lie down sleeping. And Pantalant came to me, just the scale now. Da, da, dee, 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 dee. And I da, da, dee, da, da, dee, dee, da, da. And I just got up. I had a Mayfair tape recorder, those the reel-to-reel tape. And I got up and put that part of the melody on it, on tape, and went back to bed. And I got up the next morning and couldn't remember anything. But the tape, and forget it. That's where it's good to have a tape recorder.
But to compliment all the steel bands for their excellent talent and fame they brought Trinidad. Yes, take this little tip from the terror. Yes, steel band come to stay forever. Yeah, I can hear me head in England. Everybody want to learn to beat pan. Now they want to organize a police steel band in Britain. Yeah, do re mi fa sol, la ti do, and playing music. Well, anywhere you go, baloo 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 baloo. What a talent, excellent talent. You hear what I say? Steel band music is the greatest talent today.
This is what they sent for me for to perform in New York on the 3rd of this month, to perform Pantalant. Because when I was told that they have they got a special Sunshine Award for me, I said, well, that's fine. I thank you all very much. I said, but I have my daughter up there, and I would let her go and receive it, and she would get it down to me. Either when she come in for Carnival, or she would send it down to me. So Mr. Gil Figueroa told me, he said, no, Terra, this thing is a bigger thing than you think. He said, we have Pantalant here as a classic. And the members of the committee, including Ms. Roberta Flack and so on, they would like you to come in person to perform Pantalant.
No, that double of Pantalant and Calypso Tonic took you all the way to the final. Calypso Tonic took you all the way to the finals that year. And I was one of your biggest supporters, and I was really surprised when you said you drop Calypso Tonic and you're going to sing Keep Calypso Clean.
That's right.
But I must compliment you because that was another gem.
That's right.
Tell us about Keep Calypso Clean.
Well, Keep Calypso Clean was, I had this in store there specifically for Sniper, because Sniper had Portrait of Trinidad, and he had a smut
as a second tune.
Yes. So when we went to draw for position at a television house, I draw in front of him all the time. Say like, now we used to draw twice. You know, you draw first wrong, you draw, and second wrong, you draw for position. But I drawing in front of him.
All the time.
And I knew that he had the smart, so I said, I'm going to kill him here now. He dead. What a Calypso is coming to? This is a question I am asking you. Too much vulgarity in songs. We got to think of the younger ones.
Make your songs much more decently, and that would even apply to me, because it leaves a bad impression, yes, on the profession. Yes, we can make songs much cleaner, and we can still be jocular. We would still be popular forever and ever. Children growing day by day, repeating everything we say.
So let's keep Calypso's the clean way. I say he dead. And he was dead in truth, you know. But they gave him.
Come 1966, and you moved over to Sparrow's original Young Brigade. And I was fortunate enough to be there on the opening night when you released that double-barreled pair of last year's Happiness and Steel Band Jamboree. Tell us, relive that night for us.
Yes. Well, from 65, I had a revenge because, in my opinion, I had won in 65. As I came, I won. Because, as I told you before, Sniper had a smut, and I sang Keep Calypso Clean, which meant he got 100 marks for Portrait of Trinidad. I got 100 marks for Pan Talent. But what happened to the other song? The other song, nobody outside of the Savannah heard it, because Radio Trinidad cut him off. 610 radio cut him off because it was smart. But they keep Calypso clean. That was it. But anyhow, I don't grumble. They say he first and I second, and that was that. They say he beat me by a half point. I can't see no half point in that. Anyhow, so I went back home, I have to say, because I was living in England. I went back home and I tell myself, you see, when I go back down there, I gonna show them which part it had no half point to beat me. It would be such a wide margin that is licks down the line, and I just concentrate on. I enjoyed myself last year. That's the reason why I come back down here. I enjoyed myself last year. That's the reason why the mighty terror back here. Carnival is really amusing. Don't leave out your mask Juve morning. For any woman inside a band is your woman in the land. That is real happiness, not a soul prejudice. I say to play your mass as you like, but don't interfere, don't look for fight. When the steel orchestra blasts the rhythm in your ear, you hug up a girl and start whining from Monday till last Wednesday morning.
Carnival is one festival, not a soul in Trinidad, don't refuse at all. That is Trinidad, Bacchanal. Bandos come like this if you see them crawl. Monday 6 o'clock bright and early. But if you see people how they busy, well, even mother with babies in her, jumping in a band with your man. This is real happiness, not a soul's prejudice. A
set up your mass as you like, but don't interfere, no look for fight. When the steel orchestra blasts the rhythm in your ear, you walk up a girl and start whining from Monday till Wednesday morning. And then a Lego.
The second half.
The second half. the steel band jamboree.
The heroes.
The heroes. How we go again?
The heroes
Steel band all the way. Those are the bands that carry the swing. But not a single jazz band again could brag and boast how they full of fame. But anywhere you pass, you can hear a steel band of class. Steel band musicians playing modern orchestrations. I hear the heroes and desperados, All-Star and Tokyo, Sound Symphony, Renegade and Sun Valley, Pan and North Star, Pranoli and a band from Tonapuna. Well, I don't know, I was only told that those are some bands going to tour the world. The heroes.
Yes, long time John Williams, one of the most famous musicians. When he was a steel band play, when you would be shocked to hear what he say. When he does was it. Now when the steel bands have got the name, jazz musicians struggling to feed. They eat the bread that he never eat. Carry the rule and death around. All-Star and Tokyo, Sound Symphony, Renegade and Sun Valley, Pan and North Star, Symphony and a band from Tonapuna. Well, I don't know, I was only told those are the bands we go down, the heroes.
After that year, we were able to see the versatility of Terra as time went on. And I want to look first at your ability to compose music for the pan. Sugar for Pan, Pan in My Family, and this year, Pan Man Beating Pan, for example. Pan Man Jamming Pan. And they even had one, I think it was Chinese Pan or something like that. Chinese Panorama. Let's talk about Sugar for Pan.
Yeah. Well, Sugar for Pan, I did Sugar for Pan because I see the Pan man, I have a great love for Pan.
Oh yes, I respect that mister. And he must respect golden voice Terra. That's proper. Why? Because I'm no novice in Calypso, I'm a rated artist. You cannot doubt it. You have to admit it. I know you're coming heavy, but I said waiting like Papi B. But when I'm done with you, you must congratulate me. Akichi boy, I made this tune special for Pan. Our Pan men will show appreciation. But this is natural sugar, the sweet panorama. Yes, because it's a long time I make a tune for Pan. To walk around with the sugar for Pan to done. Because I come up for rebellion, I give the music a competition. And anybody that plays the tune, myself and the same man went to the moon. It goes to the rating as the men is still orchestra. So you're still bound, going to space for panorama. Oh, yeah, you see, it may be sad to let you know, but I'm appointed for space, so I gotta go. But if you can sing it, gonna go then for you tomorrow.
Pan Ramage honored me and Pan Trinbago honored me. And I thank them for it. I am grateful for that. But whether they did yes or no, I would still compose. Now I have a tune for 1992, tribute to Pan Ramage. You see? And that have to hit. You see?
Is it already recorded or are you
No,
still
not
working
yet.
on it?
Not yet. I still working on it, but you could get a taste.
Well, let's get a taste right now.
Who say, I say, tribute to Pan Ramage. When you want to hear sweet steel band play, you must go and hear Pan Ramage. I say hip, hip, hurrah. It's a mini panorama. So panmen, take your pants from off the shelf and please go and express yourself. We love to hear the pan jamming with the iron, playing a soca jam, paddy baddy baddy doy. And when the massive crowd joyfully shout aloud, the pan menders get real hot and put out everything they got. Such a sweet melody with superb harmony, pan in tune excellent with such great arrangement, and the pans glittering and the players dress exciting. Well, it's a wonder treat, everything unique. Panorama is really sweet. That's it.
That's it. That sounds beautiful too. And you know, I heard the word pan in tune in the middle of that one, and it reminded me of another one of your classics.
Pan in tune. Yeah, that was in 70.
One of the things that shocked a lot of your fans was when you showed your ability to move with the times, and you produced a little special thing called the Gucci dance.
Yeah.
Tell us how that came about. And
the Gucci dance is really a little spicy business, you understand? Because you know you have to. Now lots of people may not understand what is dancing the Gucci. You understand? The Gucci is an animal. He push his head in a hole and he leave it tail outside. You see? And they had this dance, the youth used to be dancing the dog and the dancing this kind of, the animal kind of dance and so on. So I just create an idea, well, all right, what about the Gucci dance?
but that tune took you all the way to the final.
Definitely.
A Calypso that you did last year, in my opinion, was one of the most realistic and most topical Calypsos of its day. Unfortunate Fathers. How much of that was a true experience?
Man, listen, none of that was at my experience. Because in the first place, me, I no bad children, and I no boy child and thing. But you see, again, creative ideas. I made the Calypso in a way as though it's me.
Yes, I do not drink and I don't smoke. But I have some children does smoke dope. I have some more, they don't like woke. So I can feel happy. They do me things that does real shock. They sell me fowls down to one cock. They take the money and buy rock. So they rocking up me. Sometimes I cry, I just cry. I say I shouldn't live, it's better I die. I waste me time, precious time. I waste me water, I waste me wine. When parents have children like them, it's just like living in a lion's den. My brother said the best thing to do is to sell everyone to Dollar Rescue. He said, and don't worry, you wouldn't miss them. Them children is problem. They always in and out of the jail, like the head of the jail for sale. He said, don't worry, you wouldn't miss them. Them children is problem. Leave them, let them take their own course. If they feel to ride the white horse.
What would you say has been your finest moment in your career, which has spanned so many years?
Well, I had so many of them, and this last one was a very, very great one, because I ain't kidding you. I felt immensely great when I went to Dakar, Senegal, to represent, to represent Trinidad and Tobago in the first World Festival of Negro Arts. It was great. It was fabulous. Myself, Desperado, Steel Band, Julia Edwards Dance Group, and so on. They sent the police bands to accompany me because I was the only vocalist and had pan beating and dancing. And it was very, very great. And coming to this Sunshine Award, they make me feel greater.
So what can your fans look forward to in the future from the Mighty Terror?
Just what they've been having from me throughout the years. They know I am capable of satisfying them, and this is what I would be giving to them until I die.
I will never change from authentic Calypso. Oh no, but that's a culture of Trinidad and Tobago. Who want to sing reggae, go ahead with your plan. But I am a Trinidadian, so I love up my land. I'm a true-born Calypsonian. That's why I love my steel band. With plenty iron and the jam, the done in the band. Van Benjamin Band. Van Benjamin Band. You could be whining slow or you're whining fast, or you like when it comes to mass. Van Benjamin Band. Van Benjamin Band. So we don't want no reggae composition, no carnival to play on with fun. We want Calypso that's sweet and real jumpy, by Professor Kitchen by me. And foreigners would be feeling grand, jumping with the music of distinction. Van Benjamin Band. Van Benjamin Band.
Mr. Minister of Art and Culture, it is important at this juncture, don't allow Calypsos to go down the gutter. No, no, no. A culture of Tobago and Trinidad, and if we lose it, that would be sad. So right away, please draft up a plan to stop ruination. Well, if it's through bad administration, make a change, that is my suggestion. For Calypsos are known undoubtedly as a musical honey to sweeten your sadness to glee. So hear my suggestion. In Calypsos we don't want comedians. Oh no, we want lyrics and tunes sweet and smart to keep up the art.
Have worry. I have a policy you may not agree. To be a millionaire, I don't want to be, not me. When a money man hear his dog start barking, he up with his gun and ready for shooting. But bandits so dread, he get killed instead. So it is his own money cause him to death. For money is a natural evil, it could put you in plenty trouble. I to say that the man make money is the devil. So I don't want no million. Ready, give me a little but regularly with good health and happy until the good Lord ready for me. The greatest invention of all time, I feel. There's none surpass the wheel. The wheel is the mother and the foundation of all the other inventions. Without the wheel, you cannot make an important machinery. Like motor cars and planes and ships that are so necessary. And there are hundreds and thousands of other inventions, too numerous to mention, that beautify the world with invention. Stop making weapons for destruction. Stop all the preparations to making for nuclear war. We only want peace and love in the world. What you want